Started. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Alex Smith Flows, where we flow every week, Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific as a community. Whether this is your first time here or you've been here since the beginning, I'm really glad that you're here for your practice. I am sharing the gifted membership for 2 months for the first 50 of you. So please click that link either in the description of this event or in the chat. Starting with a comfortable seat, we're just going to get started. Hands rest naturally on your body, whether that's sitting in a chair or sitting on your mat. Just come to the practice, come to sit. You can close your eyes or gaze softly. Starting to place one hand on your heart, other hand on your belly. Feel the heartbeat on one hand and the gentle rise and fall of your belly with your other hand. This is your home base to return to at any time during the practice. Centering your breath, noticing if you've drifted, and returning without judgment. So everyone, exhale through the mouth. You can release your hands down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale gently through the nose like you're fogging up a mirror. This is called Ujjayi breath or victorious breath, inhaling through the nose. Gentle, steady exhale through the nose, making an ocean sound like a wave. This breath is audible. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. With your eyes closed or gaze soft, let your breath continue that steady inhale and exhale through the nose. Notice where you feel grounded. That may be your seat on the floor or a chair. Maybe that is noticing something in the room. Try to come back to your body. Notice the weight of your hands resting. Just notice here. No judging. Just notice how you feel during this breath. Tonight is about practice, not a perfect performance. In yoga, this is called Abhyasa Vairagya, which is the practice of coming back and letting go of the pressure to be right or to control. So throughout the practice and on the mat, your mind will drift. The practice is to notice that and return. This is something that I also use off the mat. So a nice phrase that I've been told by my teachers is how you practice yoga is how you live your life. So whether that's noticing and returning to your breath, your body, or maybe an intention that you have for this evening, take one more inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Gently open your eyes and we'll begin with our movement here. And legs are crossed, hands are by your side. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands float by your side. Using that Ujjayi breath. Inhale, gently through the nose. Arms lift up. Exhale, hands come by your side. Exhale, gently through the nose. Inhale, arms sweep up. Stay here. Exhale, folding forward, gently rounding the back. Bringing your hands to the floor. If you have blocks, you can use them here. Trying to fold over your legs. Using your Ujjayi breath here. 5 breaths. Just noticing any sensations in the body. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Inhale. Let your shoulders soften. Exhale as you release toward the floor. Inhale. And exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale. And last, exhale. Coming back up to that easy seat. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand sweeps to the sky. Holding here, a few breaths. Inhale, you can look up or gently gaze down. Exhale, in this side bend. Breathing here. Finding gentle movement. Inhale, arms reach up. Left hand to the floor, right hand toward the side. Side bending here. Gaze can be up. Maybe you gently shift your gaze down. Inhale here. And exhale, maybe side bend a little deeper. Bring Douglas a little closer. I hate Douglas. Side bend. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands reach behind you, right behind your thighs, a little foot, and lean back, gently swaying side to side from one wrist to the other. It's creating gentle movement. Inhale and exhale. Start to maybe move your arms, move your head. Just finding some fluid movement through the upper body. Maybe raise one arm up, sweeping it back like a backstroke. Using your breath with each movement. Inhale in and exhale. From here, come back to seat. This is a place we'll return to. Again, bring your hand to heart and to your belly. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, soften your shoulders down. One more, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Coming onto hands and knees. Coming forward. You can keep that blanket if that's helpful under your knees, coming to tabletop pose. So wrists are underneath your shoulders. Coming to cat-cow. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your tail, look up. Exhale, round through the back, chin to chest. Inhale, look up, cow pose, tail lifts. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest, pressing into your palms. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, coming to neutral. Extend your right leg back. Then over to the right, coming parallel to your leg, coming to gate pose. If you were here last week, we did this. Start to rise. Your foot is off the mat. Hands can be at heart center, hips, or arms sweep up. Inhale, exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, coming up slightly. And exhale, side bend a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming back up. Left hand to the floor, right hand reaches to the sky. You can stay here or start to lift the right leg up parallel to your hip. Perfectly fine to have your foot on the floor. Inhale, press through the palm on the floor. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, hands come to the floor. Sweep your right foot back. Cross it over the left. Look over your left shoulder. And coming back to tabletop. Inhale, cat and cow. Looking up for cow, lifting your tailbone. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, look up and tail lifts. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, one more. And exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, come to center. Left foot sweeps back. And exhale, left foot sweeps to the side. So it's parallel with your knee off your mat. Start to come hands to hips, rising up. Foot is steady against the floor. Hands come to heart center or reaching up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale. And exhale, a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, this time right hand to the floor, left hand reaches to the sky. Holding here or starting to lift up the left foot parallel to the hip. Holding here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come to the front. Sweep your left foot back, looking over your right shoulder. Looking at that back foot. Then sweeping your foot back to tabletop, coming to some hip circles. Hips come to your heels. Come forward left, then right. Hip circles, gently rotating through the hips in one direction, then switching to the other direction. Inhale and exhale. Once you've found enough movement, coming to child's pose, toes to touch, knees wide, hands come forward to the front of the mat. Let your chest and head be heavy on the mat. Holding here for 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Eyes can be closed or gaze soft. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming up slowly onto hands and knees. Coming to our first downward facing dog, palms on the floor, at least shoulders distance apart. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back in a V-like shape for downward facing dog. So feet are at least hip distance apart. You can bend your knees if you have sore or strained hamstrings. Press against the floor so your chest comes closer. Your eyes are looking between your feet or toward your navel. Your neck is heavy. Inhale, don't forget to breathe. And exhale. Inhale in through the nose. And Ujjayi breath, exhale through the nose. Start to walk your feet toward your hands on the inhale, coming toward the top of your mat. Let your arms be heavy, neck heavy. Gently swaying side to side. Bend your knees generously. Maybe clasp your elbows. Swaying side to side. Release one area with the breath by bringing your attention to that area of tightness. So I'm feeling a little tight in my hamstring, so I'm going to bend my knees a little extra and focus my breath and energy there, releasing the areas of tightness. Releasing your arms down. Slowly rise to standing to the count of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've come to mountain pose. Can gently sway side to side, creating some fluid movement. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Maybe start to make those arm circles from before, backstroke. So maybe switch directions, breaststroke. Nice. So we're doing some movement, but then returning to stillness, coming to mountain pose. You can bring your hands to heart center or one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Taking this moment to notice and return to your breath. Inhale in and exhale. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Right hand by your side, left hand coming toward the wall. Hold here, one breath. Inhale. And exhale, rise to standing, arms sweep up. Inhale, left arm by your side, right hand reaching towards the side. And exhale. Last breath, inhale. And exhale, rise. Inhale, hands to heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. Starting our sun salutations. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive or hands through heart center. Forward fold, bending your knees generously. Inhale, coming to halfway lift, starting to straighten those legs. Hands on your shins, long spine. Exhale, slowly fold. Feel free to bend your knees. Inhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Step back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Hugging elbows in. Inhale, chest slides through, gently lifts for baby cobra. Exhale, through hands and knees, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Again, a V-like shape where your head and chest is parallel with your arms. Knees can be bent, but starting to straighten the legs. Heels coming toward the floor. Inhale in and exhale here. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, slowly walk to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Exhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins, long spine. Exhale, slowly fold. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sky. Back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Coming one more, sun salutation A. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming to halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, step back to plank. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Chaturanga, come forward, down halfway. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Chest pulls through, thighs lifted. Exhale, flip your toes, downward facing dog. Again, 5 breaths here, holding, inhale. And exhale the breath out. Inhale in. And exhale, let your neck soften, dropping toward the floor. Maybe shake out, giving a yes and a no with your head, shaking yes and no. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, slowly walk toward the top of the mat. Gently rise to the count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to mountain pose. Hey everyone. So continuing here. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back with your right foot. Back knee comes down. Keep the back toes tucked. Inhale, coming up. Hands on your left thigh. Low lunge here. Exhale, holding here. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to rise to either runner's lunge. Hands come down, lift the back knee, or coming up, lifting the back knee to high lunge. So 2 variations, runner's lunge, back knee lifted, hands to the floor, or high lunge, back knee lifted, hands to heart center, or arms reach up. So choose a variation for you today. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Soften through the shoulders. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, open your arms. Back heel pivots parallel to your mat. We're in warrior 2. So you want your shoulders over your hips. Hands reaching in both directions. Hands reaching in both directions. Knee over ankle. You can gaze over your front fingertips. Inhale, maybe lengthen through the arms, lifting up those shoulders. And exhale, relax them down. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, flip your palms. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand comes toward your thigh or shin. Left hand reaches up. Reverse warrior here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one here. Inhale and exhale. Back to warrior 2. Inhale, bend your left elbow. Coming to your left thigh, right hand sweeps up and over. Your gaze follows your hand. This is extended side angle. Here, holding 1. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look down, rise to standing warrior 2. And starting to straighten the left leg, hands come to hips. We're coming to wide-legged forward fold. So feet are parallel, heels a little wider. You can come to the wide edge of your mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, starting to fold from the hips, keeping the weight forward on the balls of your feet. Coming down halfway, if this feels good, you can slowly bring your hands toward the floor or to a chair or a prop, something to let you feel grounded Again, focus on coming forward on the balls of your feet instead of back. So inhale, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, forward fold, wide legs. Inhale. And exhale, fold. One more breath in and exhale. Hands to hips, inhale, coming up halfway. And exhale, coming up all the way. Hey, Daddy. Daddy just came home. Okay, back to mountain pose. Right foot to the top of the mat. Again, you can return to that breath. Coming to the other side in a moment. Notice and return. Coming to the other side. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, slowly fold. Plant your hands, step back with your left back. In this low lunge, holding here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. From here, rising onto your hands on the thigh or hands to the floor. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, runner's lunge, or with your hands on your thigh, lift your back knee, and we're at high lunge. Hands can come to heart center or arms sweep up. And we're on the other side here. Either runner's lunge, hands to the floor, or high lunge. On both, back heel is lifted. Lift the back knee, engaging through the legs. Be strong. Exhale. One more inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, opening up the arms. Exhale, plant the back foot down, keeping that front knee bent. Coming to warrior two. Reaching the arms in both directions. Inhale, you can lift those shoulders up. And exhale, relaxing them down. Maybe smile. Be happy to be here together, practicing yoga. Thank you for being here, showing up. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, flip your palms. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Back hand toward your thigh or shin. Upper hand reaches toward the wall. Keep that front knee bent. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one here. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, bend your right elbow, resting it on your thigh. Left arm sweeps up and over toward the front of the room for an extended side angle. So instead of dumping in your leg, try to lift. Imagine you could bring both arms forward to the front of the room. Inhale, lengthen, creating a long line from your fingertips through your back foot. So strong back foot planted. And don't forget to breathe. Exhale. Inhale, look down, start to rise, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg, pivot your toes inward, interlacing your hands behind you or grabbing your shirt or your elbows, starting to fold over our legs, wide-legged forward fold. Start to release your neck. Again, coming forward more onto the balls of your feet rather than back on your heels. Inhaling and exhale. Slowly let your chest melt towards the floor. Got Douglas in the house. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale all the way to standing. Top of the mat, mountain pose. You can bring one hand to heart, one hand to your belly, closing your eyes. Just notice your breath. Exhale. Notice how you might feel a little different than you did at the beginning of the practice. Coming to our peak pose of the practice today, tree. This is a powerful balancing pose. You can start with your hands to your hips. Bend your right knee, lifting your right ankle, opening your right knee. Then your bottom of your foot can come to your shin, staying, follow the foot on the floor, foot to shin, or bringing your foot to your upper thigh, but not on your knee. So find one point to gaze. Hands can be at hips, heart center, arms reach to the sky. Maybe you're working on another practice or variation, like closing your eyes, trying to find steady balance here on the mat so it can take that balance off the mat. If you're feeling a little wobbly, that's okay. If you fall out, come back and return to your tree. Maybe soften your variation. Take one more inhale. And exhale, bringing your feet down, shake it out, arms come down, gently sway side to side. And we'll come to the left side. Feet can be slightly apart, hands to hips. Bend your left knee, lifting your left heel. Open the knee, and you can keep the ball of your foot to the floor, ankle on your shin, or start to lift the foot onto the shin, pressing your foot against the shin or foot against the upper thigh. Keeping the hips level, you can bring hands to heart center or arms reaching up. Something I've been working on is closing my eyes during tree. Whatever variation you're working on, make it authentic to what your practice needs today. Finding that edge, not seeking perfection, but coming to return to your practice. Take one more inhale here. And exhale, shake it out, release your hands, release your feet, give a little shake, maybe sway side to side. Beautiful. Starting to come toward the floor now, cooling down. Bring your toes wide, heels in. So toes are at the edges of the mat. Hands can be at hips or heart center. Gently start to bend your knees. We're coming to Malasana, coming down as far as you can, keeping your chest lifted. If you have a block, this can be a great prop to use here. I want to encourage you to keep your spine straight and long, not curved. So whether that means you stay a little lifted or you're down here today, sitting on a block, find the variation that suits you. Holding here for 3 breaths. You can close your eyes or keep your gaze soft. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last breath here. Inhale and exhale. Right hand to the floor. Left hand reaches up and over. Side bend to the right. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, left hand right outside your left foot. Right hand reaches up. Coming to a stretch, side bend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming to the floor. Bring your hands behind you. Your seat is coming to the floor. Coming to a gentle, comfortable, easy seat, like we did at the beginning of the practice. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, right hand behind you, left hand to your knee, coming to a seated twist. On your inhale, you can press your back hand against the floor to lengthen. And on your exhale, twisting a little deeper from your upper spine, the thoracic. Sorry, on the wrong side. Inhale and exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhale, press your palm into the floor, lengthening through the spine. And exhale, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, cross your feet in the other direction. So if you had your right foot in front, this time have your left foot in front. And arms sweep up to the sky. Inhale and exhale, left hand behind you, right hand to your left knee. Press to the floor to lengthen. And exhale, twisting a little deeper, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming back to center to seated cat-cow. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest, arch the back, look up. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, look up, chest lifts. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, coming forward onto hands and knees. Reach your right foot out to be parallel with your left knee, coming back up to that gate pose. Your foot is parallel with your hips. And hands to hips to heart center, or arms sweep up. Exhale, maybe side bend. Notice how this might feel different than we did at the beginning of the practice. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming up, hands to the floor. Sweep your right foot back over to the left side, looking over your left shoulder. And coming back to hands and knees, tabletop. Extend your left foot long. Coming to gate pose. Hip is over your knee. Hands can come to heart center or reaching up. Exhale, maybe side bend to the left. Inhale and exhale, side bend a little deeper. Inhale and exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, sweep that left foot over to the right side, looking over your right shoulder. And bringing your knees back, toes to touch. Child's pose. 5 breaths here, softening with every breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let your chest come closer to the floor. Maybe hands can reach a little longer. Let your hips feel heavy against your heels. Take one more deep inhale here. And exhale, slide forward onto your belly. And we're coming to the floor and roll onto your back. So we're on the floor, feet are extended long, hugging your knees into your chest. Can gently sway side to side, massaging the spine on the floor. Maybe coming to a few knee circles in one direction. Then switching directions with the knee circles. Keeping those knees bent, open the right knee, flexing your right foot. We're coming to figure 4 on the floor. Left knee is bent. You can interlace your hands behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Let your head be heavy as you hold here in this figure 4. Stretch. Inhale. And exhale, trying to relax, release any tension that you might be feeling through the breath. Inhale and exhale. Gently release your hands and your feet, hugging those knees again into your chest. And we're switching sides. This time, bend your left knee to the side, flexing your foot. Your hands can come between, interlacing behind your thigh or in front of your shin as you hug that knee in toward your chest. Let your neck be long, relaxing on the floor. Inhale and exhale. Inhale And exhale. Release the hold on your grip. Hug those knees into your chest. Then bringing your arms into a T lengthwise. Start to shift your knees toward the right, toward your right upper arm as you look over your left shoulder. Let your shoulders be heavy on the floor, the mat. If your knees are lifted, bring them even higher toward your upper arm, creating length through the spine. Feel free to close your eyes, softly gaze over your left fingertips. Inhale, coming back to center, and exhale, knees to the left. Keep them high toward your upper arm. And looking over your right shoulder, let the shoulders be heavy. Let the floor hold you. Maybe soften your gaze over the fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming back to center, hugging your knees a little wider this time toward your armpits. Can come to happy baby, placing your hands on the outside of your ankles, feet towards the sky, shins parallel. Can gently sway side to side. Again, you can close your eyes, maybe keep your gaze soft. Find playful movements here. Maybe opening one leg and straightening the other. If there's any other poses that would support your practice today before coming to Savasana, feel free to do so now. Otherwise, everyone join me in our final resting pose, Savasana. Savasana is also called corpse pose. It doesn't represent death, but it represents stillness after the end of a long practice. Here, we don't count the breath. You're not trying to fix anything. You're simply still with your eyes closed, letting your body feel held by the floor. Gently let your shoulders relax closer to the floor. Release your grip through your fingers. Soften through the belly. Let your hips be heavy. Relax your legs. Let your feet fall to the sides. Let your breath be steady and natural as you lay in stillness for the next few minutes to integrate the poses from the practice today. If you notice your mind drift, just slowly return back to stillness. If you'd like to stay in Savasana, feel free to do so, keeping your body still. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes if you're ready to come out of the practice. Let your mind just be calm, settled. There's nowhere to be right now. Take these few minutes to close together. Take an inhale and exhale. Soften your jaw. Maybe start to roll your wrists and your ankles. Maybe your neck gently side to side. You can hug your knees into your chest, giving yourself a hug of gratitude for showing up for your practice today. And gently roll onto your right side in a fetal position. Take a full inhale and exhale here. You can keep your eyes soft or keep them closed as you slowly come to a gentle seat. Again, inhale and exhale through the mouth. Notice how you feel. Return to your breath. Maybe there's a subtle shift from the last 60 minutes. Maybe nothing dramatic has changed, but the practice is still showing up together for yourself and the community. You chose to show up today. You chose to return to your breath, to your body, and return to yourself. And remember, you don't need to wait until next Monday to return to your practice. You can practice anything for a few minutes a day and return imperfectly. Just show up. Every single breath is an opportunity to return. And everyone, thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your day or evening. Thank you for practicing again. I'll see you next week, same time, 5 p.m. Pacific on Mondays. The replay is available the next day. If you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for being here. I can't wait for you guys to see what I have coming up next. I've been writing and can't wait for you to see. Invite your friends maybe to join next week. I'd love to have some more members. Send them the 2 months gift membership. You can send that around to people as long as they are going to attend. So bring a friend, sign them up for the membership if they'd like to come. Thank you for showing up. This has been Alex Smith Flows. I'll see you next Monday on your mat. Bye.